All right, guys, we're back in quarantine times, and we've had some questions. So yeah, I guess we'll go through it.
Right, guys,
Uh,
here I am. I'm in Copacabana, Brazil, in quarantine.
uh,
100 yards from the beach.
do you want to start?
No, just keep that. Keep it.
I'll start.
Oh, let's start.
Right. So first question we got is, will you keep gains during lockdown? What's your thoughts?
No, you can't.
No, exactly.
No. Unfortunately, not being negative or pessimist, but you can't. If there is no gym, there is no keeping gains. It's good to do something. Obviously, it's good to have access to resistance training or dumbbells and barbells. It's going to do something to you, but the progress is very limited. So I don't see anyone coming out of this lockdown progressed unless it has a full gym kit to use. That's all I can see. Um, it's obviously it's good to train. Whatever things that you have to train with. Keep your body active. Some of the things you might do is good for your joints, joints mobility, joints health. But to maintain the gains during this quarantine period of time when the things are a bit upside down is almost impossible, in my opinion. But some people might have
I
a different.
totally agree. I mean, you just can't go from squatting 3 plates to squatting a broomstick. It's not the same. Bands are
No,
good, but they only do a portion of the strength curve. So they focus more on the concentric rather than the eccentric. And eccentric's where you get most of the muscle damage. And yeah, it's not the body weight stuff's fine, but you're just not going to get the same amount of tension as lifting some heavy weights.
no, you're not gonna build muscle doing jumping jacks and or whatever. You know what I mean? You're not gonna do that. It's not muscle building exercises. I know
So
there's a
actually,
lot of guys. Yeah, there's a lot of trainers out there try to implement this new fitness style, but man, okay, it's all fun and all that, but don't give a false info out there, because it's good to teach these people, but I'm seeing people coming out the hood saying that, oh, that was me during the lockdown. This is how much I progressed during the lockdown by doing body weight exercise, which is a totally bullshit, man. Come on, be realistic. If there is no load, if there is no load against the muscle, how are you gonna progress on anything? You know what I mean? If I was you, I'll just stick to cardio. People have the limited access to equipment, just do cardio, clean up your diet and do loads of cardio.
yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
I guess the longer this goes on, the worse it's going to be. And it's bottom line. It's like, have you seen the news that gyms might not be open until like August today?
Yeah. I saw that, which is very alarming
Well,
for
you
the
called
gym
it.
people.
I was like, nah, June will be fine. But you're like, nah,
No,
it'll
no,
be
I
longer than
no,
that.
no, no. No, yeah, I knew it because I'm working close to these guys, so I knew the info comes to us before it goes to public. So I knew it was be around August time anyway. So it didn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, so I mean,
You
if
know?
gyms are open in August, then you know
Yeah,
that's a
which
lot
which
of lost gains.
yeah, but yeah, which sucks pretty much because uh, people in the next 2 3 weeks, everyone's gonna be start really desperate. People are already desperate anyway, but it's gonna keep a point of saturation. People won't be able to keep up anymore with this lockdown thing, and they're gonna find a million ways to get out there and do something about this. Especially the very hardcore bodybuilders. They can't see themselves losing the type of body. The body images means a lot for them. You know, so I don't see them like keeping up that much longer without having a proper gym kit or properly trained properly. They will do something about it. And one of the things, probably go out in the streets and they start protesting against the government decisions. That's guaranteed. That's 100% guaranteed.
I hope so.
But
I mean, we're
yeah,
going back to what you said before about the whole the trainers doing these wacky shit with bands and charging money for people. Man, there's a lot of exploitation going on here because, I mean, how the fuck is like doing a band squat going to be the same? I mean, these trainers are like giving these people false hope, saying, "Oh yeah, you know, you can come out of this even better." Bullshit. You know, you are not coming
Yeah,
out as better.
yeah, that's exactly what I said. You know, if they're saying that because as an alternative or not doing nothing, fair enough. You know, but
Yeah.
if they come up and saying these, saying like, yeah, come out of that looking better, because that's some of them are saying on the social media. That's bullshit, man. Don't do that. You know, and I know there's a guy, Eddie Abu, which is obviously everyone knows him. He keeps on about the last few times about people with bands. I know he sounds sarcastic and he comes across some people a little bit rude, but it's actually true. What he actually saying
Yeah.
is actually true. You know, the guy is 50 years old. He looks amazing. He was a pro bodybuilder. He has been on Olympic
Up
stage.
against Ronnie Coleman.
Up against Ronnie Coleman. He used to place well, high placings in the pro ranks. So if he says the buns are shit, that means buns are shit. What are you gonna say? Are you gonna argue with him? Of course not. You know, the guy is a legend. You know?
So actually, moving on from there, what in your opinion well, it's all about managing expectations. What should people do right now? I mean, if you're going to lose muscle, what would you focus on?
I tell you what, I will do anything I can to get hold of some heavy stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'll just give an example. When I was in the army about 10 years ago, a bit more, no, less than that. I was 2003, I was in the army. Okay, not more than 10 years ago. All I had there was a bar with 30K on each side. And I did everything I could with that bar. So what people need to do is find bar and dumbbells and try to keep as heavy as they can. And that's the only way for you to do something, to get hold of something, to keep some muscle on their body for the meantime. You know, if you don't not interested in keeping the muscle or just want to get fit and burn a lot of body fat, just forget about the resistance training. Just go out there and do tons of cardio. That's it. Just clean up their diet and do tons of cardio. And you're gonna shrink, you're gonna get smaller, but I can tell you one thing: you're gonna get fit. But when I mean cardio, I mean anything: running, walking, boxing. You can do boxing in your garden. Get some pads and some boxing gloves. You know, a boxing bag, easy. There's many ways of doing tons of cardio. You know, and that's what we do. To be fair, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's obviously two extremes, but I actually still think, you know, even if you were a bodybuilder or like the average gym goer, I still think, you know, lose fat, focus on lose fat, increase your cardio, focus on the boring shit that you didn't want to do before, flexibility, you know, rehab stuff. This is the perfect opportunity to like prime yourself. And I mean,
100%. I agree with that.
As you know as well, like, you know, post show, this doesn't account for everyone, but like, you know, you get that rebound effect. So essentially, if you diet yourself down right now, when the gym's open, if you time it right, you could explode in size and just regain everything and more if you do it right.
For me, that's the best solution. Instead of that, I'm able to see now, it's a lot of people freaking out and they do the most reckless stuff they can possibly imagine just to maintain, or they're thinking they'll be able to grow. So they do all the most, and stop doing the reckless stuff, stop doing that, and just focus. Like, this is the best time to get healthy. Like you just said, but improve your joints flexibility, do stuff you never used to be able to do before for many reasons, from lacking of time, work, obligations, family, on and so on. So now you got the time on your side. Why don't you just do it? You know, simple as that.
Precisely. I mean, I think, you know, just accept if you don't have a gym with sufficient amount of weight, you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna lose your muscle, and that's okay, because when the gym's open, you can get that back. You know, if you understand.
You can get that back. Yeah, you can get. I tell you what, if you do the things correctly right now, stay healthy and all that, when the gyms reopen, when you get your ass back in the gym, your body is gonna be much better. Everyone's gonna everyone's body will be much improved. So just, you know, that's what people need to do. Stop thinking about, I'm shrinking. No, don't worry about that. You know, just, man, when I had my surgery, I was almost 7 months without touching the weight. You know, when I went back, I put on about 40 pounds. We did like 2 months or something like that. You know, my body was so much better after the break. So guys, don't get scared because, you know, you into lockdown, you can't get access to the gym. I know it sucks to everyone, But don't. It's about time. Don't think about your body right now. Just thinking about your health. Think about your heart. Your heart comes before your body. You know,
And
that's
to
what I
all the
think.
people that are like fat and moan that they never had the time to do the cardio, do the fucking cardio. You
I've
know,
seen that. You know
you
what?
should come
You
out
know
of this
what?
with a six pack. That's it.
Yeah, I actually seen that. Like when I used to do my morning walking, I see quite a lot of overweight people walking and running, which they shouldn't. But anyway, I'm not gonna stop the list. Don't run because it's gonna damage your joints. You're carrying way too much weight, you know. But I've seen that lately, and that's really good. You know, these people actually putting. I've seen some people they putting so much effort, special people carrying so much body fat, walking down in the streets and up. And not perfect, man. That's what you should do. This is the best family. I don't think these people probably never had the chance to do that. You know,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
a very good positive message.
it's nice that loads of the people that weren't bothered about gym now all of a sudden are bothered about the gym. So that's a
You
positive.
know, that's a positive thing. But what I see now is people never used to do anything on social media. Never used to be on the. You know, they're coming out of the hoods out of nowhere and start making all these videos.
The
I
fitness
know people.
experts.
I actually I know at
Oh
least two persons that I know personally. They have never been to a gym before. They're making live videos. You know,
no.
they've never been to a gym
Oh.
before. They never used to work out regularly. Now they're constantly on online making videos. So all right then, yeah, that's fair enough. But yeah, let's move on to our next one. Okay, what do I've got here? So I've got a few questions on my Instagram. Uh, well, obviously when I made the post yesterday, I got a lot of bullshit on my people are messaging me as well. It said someone asked me to like his post. I won't forget about that. Someone actually asked me if I want a nutrition plan. You know,
Nice.
asked me, yeah,
How
asked me
much
if I
was
want a
this
nutrition
nutrition
plan.
plan?
Well, I should have asked really. It came from a girl, so yeah.
Wow. That's not
Uh,
us criticizing girls either. That's
no, it's just one of those things. Maybe it was a bikini girl asked me for a nutrition plan from her.
1,000 calorie diet right there.
Yeah, and 3 hours of cardio.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Uh,
it.
I got a very interesting one. So it says, hold on, I messed this up. Oh, how you keeping your mind healthy as long as how you keeping your mind healthy as well as your body, Rob? Right.
Oh.
That's a really good one. How I'm keeping my mind healthy. But very simple, man. I'm the sort of guy. I adapt myself to anything, man. Honestly, anything. It's not because of my background. It's not because of none of that. It's not because I'm stronger mentally than average person. It's just me myself. I tend to adapt to anything, so I don't really get stressed. Everyone who knows me, I'm a chill guy anyway, so I don't stress myself over anything. So I know the most important thing about this pandemic is to accept that your life is
Yeah.
different, and from now on the things are different. So forget about other things. Accept it. So that's one thing I did from day one is try to accept the things that will change. So mentally, it helped me a lot. Uh, and about body health, yeah, I maintain my body extremely, like, I don't say extreme, just healthy. I eating regularly. I keep my cardio every day. I do my walk every day. I train every day. So that's the thing that was part of my daily routine even before the lockdown. Anyway, nothing changed in terms of that. But yeah, that's the way I keep my mind healthy. What about yourself? Well, how you keep your mind healthy?
I mean, I think we're quite goal orientated beings as humans. So I think every day I make a little mental list of something that I have to do that day, and as long as I tick that off, that's kind of like, I know, a form of happiness that I can achieve quite easily. So be it, I don't know, do the washing, get my 12,000, 15,000 steps in, or something like that.
Yeah.
Small little goals spread throughout the day so that I feel like I've accomplished something rather than sitting on my ass all day.
Right. Yeah, positive. Yeah, exactly. Positive goals, so you keep your mind positive, always aim to achieve something, even small tasks, getting small tasks done. I mean, anything. Even today, there was my clothes were hanging on the garden, and I took them and I fold them. I mean, this is a small task, but it helps a lot. Later on, I'm going to do my gardening. It's another small task. There's small tasks throughout the day.
Exactly.
It's keeping your mind occupied. Staying at home in the couch, watching TV, watching the news 24/7, or walk down to the off license store and grab a bottle of cider and get after that grab a bottle of beer. That's how I've seen those guys. They're walking around in the streets drinking alcohol like 24/7. You know, if you do that, definitely you're not keeping your mind healthy. You know, so
I mean,
not
I
even
think
your
as
body
well,
either.
important thing is this is time that you'll never get back again. We will never have this time again, I don't think, where you got like 3, 4, 5 month period where you've just been given this time to work on yourself. You know, you should find a new skill, read up on some stuff, something. You know, don't sit about watching Netflix all day. You need to be
Yeah,
doing something to
yeah,
progress yourself.
yeah.
Um,
Totally agree with that. You know, I know the problem with some people, I think, is the lacking of motivation. I think,
yeah,
obviously, people they don't feel motivated of grabbing a book and read it, or to self-educate themselves, or to learn how to cook, to learn things that they never learned before. That's the main problem. So that's the reason why some of them just sit in the couch for the whole day doing fuck all, doing the lockdown. But maybe you just need something or someone out there, you know, just to give you some motivation. You know? Sometimes it just takes one person, one word, one something, you know, to give these people motivation. But this is what you do. This is how I do. And if people listen, will be able to see this when it's uploaded. You know, this, you know, try to don't say follow my example, but try to get some ideas, you know, from you and from myself. For me, it's all about that. Small tasks. Do small tasks
yeah,
throughout the day, and I can guarantee you're gonna have a million things to do. You know,
yeah.
When I'm
I've done
when I'm
shit that
not
I didn't even think I was doing.
honest to God, you're gonna put like shit for sale on the eBay, on a whatever, on a Shopify, whatever you call it. You know, you're gonna sell so much shit in your house. You're gonna sell. You're gonna get rid of so much rubbish in your house. Have you been keeping it for the last 2 years? You got so much shit to do throughout the day. Like, I've got so many tasks to do throughout the day around my house and with myself. I didn't even know where to start it. You know, so yeah, this is a small advice to people out there. Are pretty lost mentally and things what to do
Yeah.
during the lockdown. Okay, back
Right.
to you.
Yeah, I mean, so big one here. Tips to keep muscle during lockdown. So,
Yeah, yeah, we spoke
wow.
about that.
Yeah,
You know, it's just, you know what, they go. Yeah, I think you got two ways, right? If you want to keep muscle, I mean, like we spent this before. We live in the same problem. We live in the same pandemic problem, but we are not in the same boat. You know, some people are in one boat, some people are the other boat. Bodybuilders like we are in a different boat than people just want to, you know, become fit or any other goal they might have. For
yeah,
us, it's important. It's very important for us to keep as much muscle as we can do the lockdown, because this is our career, right? So when the gym's back on, for us, when the gym is reopened again, we're going back to where we were before, and we continue. But for us, it's very important to keep all of that muscle. We don't want to lose it. Then you go back to square zero again. So you know, so for us is, I think we have to do whatever it takes to get all of something heavy, whether it's a bar, a dumbbell, a plate, anything, barbells and dumbbells and plates, and do as much as you can, as if you can, the compound basic exercises, just to maintain the muscle mass, because we know we can do that. You know, we're able to do that. Other people, they don't have any concerns about muscle size or anything like that. It's even easier for them, you know, because what they got to do is like what they have to do. What is it's just health, dieting, and that's it. We still have
the,
to keep our proteins. We still have to keep our protein super high. We still have to take certain supplements just to maintain them, because we're big guys. We know a normal bodybuilder is bigger than the average person, pretty much, isn't it? So to support that
yeah.
body, support that body mechanism, we need a lot more than the average person. You know,
So,
we
how
need a
much
lot more than a
protein
runner.
protein are you recommending during this time?
Depends on your body weight. So I'm trying to hit about 1.5 per body weight. You know, during the lockdown.
That
Some
is a
people
lot.
might even like there's a lot of protein. I keep my protein really high, so I'm on about 4 solid meals a day with one
How
protein
much do
shake
you weigh at
first
the
thing in the
moment
morning. I weigh
in
myself
pounds?
today, so in pounds, I was 116 this morning. So that's like what? How much is that? 116 in the morning. That's like
Oh,
two. I don't know.
have a
That's
look.
260 something. You know, I don't let me calculate. You calculating?
I'm calculating.
Two- yeah,
Oh wow,
260.
255.
255. Yeah,
Woo!
brilliant. Yeah, that's good for me. You know, I feel good. You know, I feel pretty good on that weight. You know, I feel great. You know, on my off season, I normally get a lot heavier than that. I get about 280, but
So
255,
I'm a light 240, 42.
240. But you know what I mean. But still, 242,
uh,
255 is still big compared to average person. You know, the person that walking down the streets, like you know. So we actually need a lot more. We have a lot more concerns that these people in terms of bodybuilding, in terms of keeping our muscles active and keeping our muscles. We know we're going to lose some muscle anyway, but try to keep as much as we can with the small resources that we have, you know, because everyone knows this time of lockdown, you're not going to have a full equipment gym to work out because the gyms are closed, you know. So I know you have a lot of gym kit in your house, which is excellent. I've seen your gym kit is awesome. You know, you can do a lot of stuff. You know, I
yeah.
myself, I built a small training center with dumbbells and barbells in a secret location that I can't tell people where it is, but but
People will be coming
but that,
after us after this. Where do you
yeah,
live?
no, I don't get it. We can't get anyone in there. It's very secret, so very few people can go there. But that's why I've been keeping myself busy, like working out. I work out there every day, you know. So this is almost,
Yeah, rub it in everyone's face. All you guys, you got no gym
bro.
every day.
You know, I had to do when I knew it was good shit. It was gonna take this lockdown was gonna last a lot longer than everyone expected. I knew it for a fact. Listen, I have to do something about it because we have to. We have no choice. You know what I mean? So I'm not just gonna sit down and just let the time pass and not do nothing about it. You know what I mean? So if I'm able to, special, I've got surgery. When the lockdown is over, the first thing I'm going to do is go to the surgery on my tendon, on my tricep tendon. So I thought, oh, listen, let me to train as much as I can now before I have to stop anyway. So I had to do whatever it takes. I had to spend money. I had to do my research. You know what I mean? Because this is my career. You know, I'm a bodybuilder. You know,
I
so
must
and
have
I
spent
just like,
days on eBay trying to hunt this
yeah,
stuff down.
you did. You know, if you're really serious into bodybuilding, you know, you have to. There's no way you're just gonna sit down and let the time flies and thinking, oh, just gonna go back to the gym when it reopens. No, in terms of like mentally as well, you know, we used to train every day in the gym. You know, the gym is our life. You know, we are there, we work there, we train there. You know, what I mean, it's very important for us keep the training on track even during the lockdown. So we had to do it. I had to do it no matter
I
what.
gotta say, going back to keeping the whole muscle thing, the amount of like these bikini girls that have no muscle on that are so scared about losing their muscle, it's like, wow. I mean, whoo. Like, it's not going to be
It's
hard for you, you know.
not
Not a
really,
whole lot of
no.
protein, probably some bodyweight squats to do it. You know, you'll keep some muscle, but yeah,
They don't
people
have
are
to
gone
worry about it.
crazy.
I think it's when they have the gym, they kind of see they shape all the time, you know. They stay in nice, pretty shape. But the ones who take the
Well,
sport
most of them are on their
serious,
phone anyway.
yeah.
Very,
So
very few like work out
yeah,
really hard.
yeah, they kind of freak out a little bit, but girls don't freak out, man. You know, you know you all know. We all know if you go to you sign up in January. You never been to the gym before. If you sign up in January, by June, July time, you can compete in the bikini class. We all know that. You know, come on. I'm not taking anything away from the bikini girls, but come on. I've been in the industry even before there was an industry, before there was social media, before there was Facebook. So I've saw how the things started, how the things progressed. We all know that, you know. Within 6 months, being in the gym, you can easily enter to a bikini competition level, any kind of level, you know. So it's just
Well, unfortunately, I mean, some judges do just reward the skinny bikini girl, like with minimal muscle. Still, even now,
still even
it's,
now. I
yeah,
know I coach a few bikini girls. They all know how I train them. I made them train super heavy, super hard. This is the way I don't kind of agree with this like pink dumbbell stuff and light stuff. It's not my style.
yes.
You know, I will always
Women should
train
be
them
lifting
super hard,
heavy.
heavy. It don't matter if you're bikini, if you're tone, if you're whatever
Yeah.
class, female class you are. You still have to go in the gym. You work your ass off. This I always try to explain to the girls who sign up with me. You know, this is the way it's gonna go. So you got until today to let me know if you're willing to go ahead with my plan. This is how I train. This is how I train everyone. You know, so so obviously the diet is different, but this is how I'm going to train. You're gonna be lifting some heavy stuff. You know?
Yeah, no 10 sets of bum bands.
and and I tell you what, like most likely I never had any issues. Some of them they found kind of a bit weird, but then they start liking it. Girls love to lift heavy, when they get used to lifting heavy, they actually find themselves feeling a lot stronger, and the
Yeah.
benefits, because we all know the benefits of lifting heavy weights, compound and all that. And I'm thinking, okay, you're actually right. I always get that. And the ones who don't like it, they will quit within days, they kind of like, okay, screw this, man. This guy's trying to kill me. So yeah. So they're looking for something a lot easier, but then it shows on stage how they look, one way or the other. Okay, let's move on to our next one. So what we got here? Uh, okay, my next one was, well, what was your first job? Good one, isn't it? There's nothing to do with the lockdown.
Yeah,
What
real
was your
helpful.
first job? Yeah, I'll answer this quick. I was a waiter. There we go. How has the lockdown affected you psychologically? It hasn't affected me psychologically. Have you been affected psychologically
I
by the
mean, when I
lockdown?
was ill, I definitely
Oh
felt
yeah,
very, very sad. But I think, again, that was due to not working out. I haven't not worked out
yeah,
every day I can't even remember when, it's part of my life. So I think, when I didn't have that, that's when I felt,
yeah.
and I just
You
laid
know what?
about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you had that. You were seriously ill. So that's,
Yeah.
yeah. That sucks. That's like
I think you and
psychologically.
me are quite positive people, like we see a
Yeah.
shit situation and think, okay, what can we improve on this? Um,
Yeah.
so
Now, to be fair, like I don't say it didn't affect me. What I actually say, during the lockdown, I think in the third week, I actually look at myself and thinking, I'm actually missing being productive.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, I was missing being productive. I was missing being out there doing my stuff, making money, bringing money home and stuff like that. So I decided to go work. That's what I did. I just didn't want. Then when the phone rang and opportunity came, I decided, you know what? I rather being out there in work and making money than sitting at home. I'm not saying I wasn't sitting at home. I was doing my stuff every day. I had a very good routine, to be honest with you, a very nice routine. But I decided between doing that and going to work, and I decided to go to work because I thought to myself, you know what? I feel I was missing go out there and do something productive. So that's the only thing it affected me psychologically. After a while, I was missing that, but like I said before, the opportunity came and I took it right away. So uh, then which way? In which way was it being positive? In which way it being negative? Well, I think I answered to that question
yeah.
already. What do you think about what's the positive thing you come out of? It's been come out of this lockdown. What do you think?
I gotta say, I mean, for me, I think I've valued time.
Yeah,
Because you and me, we're both so busy, and we just go 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 go. And when you're forced to stop and realize what's important in your life,
that's true.
um, like it's made me think, okay, I love working, I love my job, but I take a lot of people and clients on that I necessarily shouldn't take on, just because, one, out of guilt, and two, because I just think, oh, it's money. But
Yeah,
moving forward, I'm going to be far more selective with who I take on, because my time is
yeah,
precious. Um,
yeah, yeah,
it is
yeah.
precious, and it sounds stupid, but I never really thought about that before. And
Yeah, I think you realize that you don't need to be on the go all the time.
yeah,
That's what you
yeah,
realize that. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And
that's
it's
true.
been nice to just, I've had time to study, remember and learn stuff that I learned years ago that I forgot, and just look
Yeah.
after myself, because I think you and we both don't look after ourselves. We're just
Yeah, no. Well,
always,
always on the go. Yeah, that's one
yeah,
thing I found. Yeah, that's a thing I found out. You don't have to be on the go at the time like we were.
exactly.
The constantly, and you're just being more selective. It's just what you just said. Maybe just maybe this is just like a sign to make you slow down a bit. Okay, slow down. You're going too fast. And pay attention to other things. When you're on the go all the time, you leave a lot of things behind. And then you're not gonna get them back. So I thought to myself, you know what, this is actually a big sign. So now I'm kind of slow down a bit more. I pay more attention to other things I never used to pay before, and it feels good. It feels different, but it feels positive and it feels good.
Yeah. No,
Okay,
I
back at
agree.
you. What you got? What you got?
Um, okay. Supplements that you'd recommend during this time. I'm not a
Uh,
huge supplement guy, but go
yeah.
for it.
Yeah. Well, I keep the essentials ones. You know, I don't have even when it's not just during this time, even when even when in the normal time. In my protocols, it's just the essential ones. You know, I don't like to overload people with a lot of supplements. You know what I mean? So, like for example, I take a multivitamin in the morning, and I take my liver 52, a couple of test boosters, and throughout the day, I probably drink about four to 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C with water. I sit there throughout the day, and at night time I take just one multivitamin, and another liver 52, another couple of test boosters. You know, so my supplement intake is pretty like that. It's very basic. You know, I have some amino acids, some BCAAs, but only take them in case if I really need it. If my body is aching, this and that, I'll take them like I'll probably say about 10 to 50 milligrams before bed. I think every tablet has about 6,000 milligrams anyway. So but I don't take on a daily basis. But multivitamins and liver 52 and some test boosters. I've got some really good test boosters. Keep your testosterone natural kind of high. So we all know the base on anything is
Oh
testosterone.
yeah, they're the ones you gave me.
Yeah, yeah. You know
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
really good. They're brilliant. You know, if you notice, they're really good. And that's it. So keep it, but that supplements they are important even during the lockdown time. They are very important. You should always keep them. The essential ones. Don't overload yourself with supplements. Let's take the essential ones. You
yeah. I
know.
mean, I think a good multivitamin, vitamin C,
Yeah.
but high
Yeah.
dose. I mean, people often take not enough of it, because I think the stuff in the shops is like 200 milligrams or something, and that's not going to do
Yeah.
anything.
People. Yeah. People don't realize.
We're
Yeah.
talking
That's.
thousands. Um,
Yeah, you should always do your research. If you don't, if I suggest to any person out there, if you don't know the quantity of the supplements, just contact someone that knows, a trainer or nutritionist like yourself and myself, and I can tell exactly pretty much based on your body weight and your structure. I'm probably saying more body weight. That's exactly how much quantity in terms of milligrams you take per supplement. Because I see these people buying multivitamins. They were like you just said, 200 milligrams per tablet,
yeah.
and they take one a day. What's the point? You spend their money on that. You're not gonna get any benefits. You're gonna end up taking the whole pot without seeing any benefits. So what's the point of that? So
I
same
mean,
as mood.
definitely.
Yeah.
The higher quality stuff. Spend the money. Get a good one.
Yeah,
Um,
spend the money.
Other
You got
thing
to
I'll
think
take
about.
is vitamin D3. That's
Yeah,
about it. Do you do
yeah.
D3 as well?
I've got a pot of D3 on my cupboard with my supplements cupboard, but I have not used
You should.
in
It's good
quite
for
some.
black people.
Yeah, no, skin, but the skin, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I've got what? I've got so much like individual pots of multivitamins that probably when I'm training like regular or prepping for a show, when you're prepping for a show, we
Yeah.
try to take
Just
everything is very
everything.
important. Everything,
A whole
everything.
kitchen.
Yeah, if you like my nails, my skin, my eyes, my hair. What I mean, we worse than the girls, man. We take everything. When you're not really, it's just like okay, this is the job. This will do the job. But high quality, obviously. I don't waste my time taking
So
supplements that
what
I
about
don't see.
omegas? Do you bother with that or not?
Yeah. I think special on omega-3 because your body doesn't produce omega-3, so I think that's an important one. But if I was to be more complex, I think the 369, for two to 4,000 milligrams a day, it's important even for your joints, for like even for anything, man, even to prevent cancer. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't take it at the moment, but I know actually I know when my body needs it. Understand when I feel that my body is needed, I'll go and take it. But I know everyone has this kind of ability to listen to your body like we do.
Yeah.
We all know we listen to our instincts, listen to your body, and for a fact, or if your joint is hurting, you go and take some glucosamine, to attack your joints straight away and to kind of strengthen your joints and repair the joint tissue and all that. But this you listen to your body. But some people they go on months and months and months with pain in their joints, they don't even know what it is. You know what I mean? So unless they talk to you, listen, take that, you know, like a joint protector or something to strengthen your joints or to heal your joints. So, but that's me.
I mean, I think that's where the experience comes from, though. There's tons of these young
Yeah,
coaches and stuff that are just. I mean, there's a big hype on supplements now, but I mean, the
yeah,
list of what people take are so extensive. I mean, some guys are spending £200-300 on
easily,
supplements, but
easily.
these are
Yeah,
just supplements there to supplement what you're already doing. They aren't
that that
gonna.
that's a, that's a very inexpensive piss,
Yeah.
And you spend 200 quid a
Might as well
supplement.
get some champagne with that.
Yeah, yeah. Every time you go to a toilet, you imagine how much shit that comes out of your system.
I would save that. I would save it, bottle it up, and sell it.
You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. A supplement business is very tricky. We all know that.
Yeah.
We know what supplements you can take. It's just the most essential ones, the ones that that we need it, and that's it. Everything else a part of that is just bullshit, man.
I
Just
mean,
rubbish.
right now as well, I wouldn't even bother with taking creatine.
Nah.
EAAs, you should be able to eat enough protein because you should be able to cook. But if you can't, then yeah, EAAs would be good. But I mean, just
Yeah.
at this point, you should be trying to eat as much varied fruits and vegetables to just get yourself healthy.
Basically, you know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you an example. I was talking to a guy that works with me. I'm not gonna mention who he was, and I think he just literally got paid, and he was like, "Okay, I just got paid, and did I told you when the lockdown is over, I'm gonna train with you this many times this week, a week, blah blah blah." I said, "Okay, it's fine." I said, "I don't really want to talk about that now because it's not, we don't know when the lockdown is over. I don't know when we're going back to the gym to work again as a trainer." So, but he sounds like he was very excited, and he was like, so I'm gonna buy this supplement. I'm gonna buy this supplement," and he just keep like going
Oh,
about like doing his
oh,
research and show me on his phone. Like, what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? I said, listen, stop. Okay, that's not what you need. Okay, what do you mean it's not what you need? Like, fix your diet first, man. Come on, fix your diet, get like a training plan like set up first. Then when these two things are like connected
yeah.
with each other, you think about supplementation. Because the first thing you was thinking about is supplements. You
I
even
mean,
mentioned about the
there's this really cool supplement called Food, which which just helps really well.
and the worst thing was he was on the phone with his whatever he was, and he's like, "Oh, this tonight I'm gonna eat sausage and this for dinner." It was, oh my goodness. I was
Nice.
like, I was like, I mean, dude, like, stop showing me your supplement list. Like, just get on with your diet plan. Just clean up your diet and stuff like that. Do some training first, then think about the supplements in as last. With that's when I'm in samples with everything really. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Okay. I selected just one more. I didn't bother reading the bullshit ones. But this is a really good one actually. It's like, have you seen any change in your body since you're not working out every day? Okay. I am working out pretty much every day, so that's not a question. I know that's not a question. I've already revealed my secret, so I can't go back on that. Changes in your body. So I'll leave that to you first. So any changes in your body?
Well, yeah. So when I got ill, I was just eating one meal a day, if that. Most days not. So over 3 weeks, I was ill. I was just in bed. I couldn't move. And pre-lockdown, I was 103 kilos. Then I went down to 99, which is just wrong on so many levels. That's my competition weight right there. And then as soon as I start training and eating back again, I'm 110. So yeah, initially, I basically got a lot softer.
Lots of
Softer. When people lose weight, they think, yeah, I'm losing fat. No, no, no. You're losing glycogen, water, muscle, and maybe a bit of fat. So any huge weight drops you get, that's going to be muscle. So I looked soft.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because it's such a massive conception. How many times you have people contacting you, "Oh, I want to lose that like weight, that dress size," and people
Yeah.
just it's so like and I mean, I can't even find the right word for it, but you know, it's diluted. You know, it's not about the weight. Don't be so diluted. It's all about the muscle, the fat, the body fat. You
Yeah.
know, body
Why the
fat
fuck
and
would
body
you want to
weight.
lose weight? Just lose the fat. That's what you.
You know, I'll just give an example. Like, imagine KFC is now open, right? Imagine what you're gonna do. It's eat one meal in the KFC every day for the next 12 weeks. What that's gonna do to you?
You
You're
get
gonna lose
fat.
weight, but you lose weight,
Well, yeah, yeah, that's
isn't it?
true.
If you
You
eat
will
one
lose
meal,
weight.
if you eat one meal a day,
Yeah,
just one meal a day, but it's KFC, I can guarantee in 12 weeks you probably lose about what, a stone and a
yeah,
half at least.
it's true.
It's true, doesn't it? But what happened? You gain fat. You lost weight, but you gain fat. You
Yeah, I
know.
mean,
So this,
people are so obsessed with the weight rather than the overall look. Because I mean, point in case, 99 kilos last year, I was ripped. I was muscled,
yeah,
and 99 kilos this year, I'm like soft and fat, and it's different. I know
yeah,
which
yeah.
one I'd rather be.
I think it's a misconception with all this the slim world thing and all that bullshit that goes around. What's the other one? Slim world. There's another one as well.
Oh, the worst.
There's
Yeah.
There's two. There's a slim wall. There's another one. I can't remember the name now. There's a slim wall just around the corner from my house. I was tempted to go there one day and just like give it some, just do
Hand out some
something. But
leaflets.
yeah, it's like you guys are such a bullshit. I see the people queue up there and they do the weigh in and they clap to each other. Oh, lost 2 pounds and the whole room is clapping. It's all bullshit. Don't. It's not about the weight. It's all about the fat. You go far
Yeah.
to lose, and now that's why I'm trying to implement that to people. It's really hard to understand that because when people say to you, how many times you get this like, oh, I only got another 6 more pounds to lose and
Oh,
I'll
I
be
know.
okay.
Oh,
What you mean? What you mean you'll be all right for what? For what? It's just, are you looking the way you wanted to look, or you know what I mean? Just it's such a
or the classic, I want to tone up. You don't want to tone up. You want to lose the fat. That's what that you're trying to achieve here. You know.
Yeah, it's a hard one. It's gonna go on forever.
But
It,
this is why diet is so important, because if you're not supplying your body with adequate amounts of protein, you lose muscle, and that's how you get that kind of skinny fat look. You eat 1 meal a day or 3 meals a day, you're not getting enough protein in to support the muscle.
when people do these drastic diets, we see the juicy diet and all the other bullshit that goes around.
Yeah.
They put your body into a deficit, and they see the massive amounts of weight losing the next 6 to 8 weeks, a very drastic
Yeah.
weight loss. Then their body reached the plateau because yours reached the plateau. We all know that. Then after that, the metabolism start getting slower. It's slow down. You damage your metabolism anyway when you do the drastic diets. You already damage your metabolism. Then when they contact you and their metabolism is already, we know how to reverse the problem. We all know, okay, Darryl, what you're gonna do is if you're eating 900 grams of 900 calories a day, and now you hit the plateau and your metabolic rate is so slow now, what you're going to do now is eating 1200 to 1300 calories of solid food. And what is going to happen to you? You're going to put on weight, isn't it? So this is what I tend to do to people. Try to convince somehow, okay, you lost this weight, but now you're going to put on. Because we need to
That's
kind
always a
of,
hard sell, isn't it?
yeah, it's so difficult to explain that because we need to kickstart your metabolic rate once again, because I can't change your life by changing your metabolic rate again. It's going to take us a while, but what happened now, you're going to start eating more food and you're going to put on some weight. Then after that, we start kind of, taking the things down again slowly and slowly, obviously implementing the resistance training and cardio and stuff like that. It's just a very long process because when they come to you, they already damaged their metabolic rate in the first place by doing this crazy, drastic, quick fix diets, which is whatever. There's so many out there, I mean, so it's a process that I actually had a client just before the lockdown. I didn't think she was gonna believe me on that, but I did the experience to her, and she was so happy. Like she said, "How come I'm eating twice as more, and I've lost like a stone within like 12 weeks or something like that?" And I said, and I mean, it's like, I'm glad I finally got someone to do this, to believe this is the process, you know. There's
But I mean,
nothing worse.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
part of the thing is when you're on those really low calories, you don't want to move, you don't want to lift shit, you don't want to do anything. So when you
Of course,
increase the calories, you've got more energy to move, which means you're burning more calories, and you can lift heavier, which means you're going to burn
yeah.
more calories and look better. You know,
Another thing is, yeah, and the concept, we all know muscle builds more calories. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, you know.
yeah, exactly. I mean, like,
yeah,
I mean, because you
is
and I
another
can handle crazy calories, you know,
is
and
another
then
is another concept. Look, if you look at the marathon runners or people run marathons, they have very loose skin. They look very old all the time. Have you noticed that? They might be the fittest people in the world because they can run for 2.5 hours non-stop. But if you look at the bodies, because their bodies in a catabolic state for such a long period of time, and that's what they look. Look at the marathon runners, you know, all downsized and skinny they look, you know. And the amateur runs, their skin are very loose. It's because of that, because they have literally almost no muscle there. You know what I mean? So that's just what kind of look do you want to achieve? Do you want to achieve that look,
yeah.
you know, or do you want to achieve the look that like a 100-meter to 100-meter sprinter? You
I
know,
mean,
I think
just
that's the more.
from my experience as well, like I used to eat. I mean, like when I was dieting, you know, well, you saw my diet when I was dieting. Like it was pretty low calories for my size, and I was just like wasting away. And then I upped the food, and I looked so much better, so much better.
Yeah,
Took
I
out the
think it's,
shakes, you know, ate real food. Yeah,
you know, every time you work with someone is a hit miss. We all know that, you know, but there is always a way around. Like you just said, there's many ways to skin a cat, you know. So but one thing I've always believed is more. It's better than less. So that's the way I work with my clients. More is better than less. If you want to eat more, if you want, you can work out more or better, more quality, you know. So unfortunately, there's a lot of coaches and trainers out there that believe in the other way around. Less is better, less food, uh, more cardio, more training. But you know, which is totally wrong. You
because
know, for
bottom
me,
line, you
more.
just hit a plateau, and you start regressing, and then you start losing muscle. And the point in which you lose muscle is the point in which you know you've just screwed yourself anyway.
That we all know, like, okay, think about the concept is more muscle burns more calories. So what we're gonna do to build that muscle? Increase your protein, increase your workout regime, increase this, increase that. So more and more and more, you know. It's but unfortunately, not everyone accept that. Everyone thinks like eating less, drinking less, doing less is what is gonna get you. Is gonna get these people there, but it's not really. It's not. That's not the reality. So we're in the 21st century, and still girls thinking they're gonna get huge by just signing up in the gym. So we all know that, you know. And when
Yeah.
it's still
Oh, well, that kills me. They're like, yeah, no, I don't want to look like you. And I was like, well, man, I wish I signed up to the gym and like I fucking exploded. No.
you know, if you told me that bullshit like in the 17th century, but yeah, okay, yeah, but now 21st century, still girls believing their shoulders gonna become balloons,
They're
but
going to be
lifting,
bodybuilders.
you know what I mean? So it's just it's one of those things, isn't it? Yeah. Do you have any more questions?
No, I mean, I think that's it. We will. Yeah, I mean, we should probably just do this again next week. Really, cover some new
Yeah, yeah,
topics.
yeah. It was pretty fun, you know. It was pretty fun. We talk a lot of shit, you know, some shit with sense, some shit with no sense, which is unexpectable, you
Uh,
know. We only humans. I'm gonna go and eat my meal.
I'm actually
And
hungry. That's why. That's why I was like, no, that'll do.
yeah, yeah. So I was sipping this sparkling water just to, you know, just kind of keep me going. And yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I need to.
If
Yeah, go
everyone's
ahead.
got any questions, send on both our Instagrams, and we will answer them in our video next week.
100%. Hello guys, I'm gonna go. I need to hit the beach,
Right.
and I
Bye
see
for
you
next
next time.
week. Yeah.